Lakarallahu and welcome to another episode of Angry Bird Lady. Yo, South Africans, the overseas people, and general truth seekers. It's your girl Angry Bird Lady, back with another episode that's got me heated. Juju's land grab gospel and Trump's bizarre offer to rescue some of us because apparently I need a ticket to America now. Bro, how? This is my country, my ancestors' country, and I've always said I'm not going anywhere. But the way things are going with the racism and bad vibes and some of the black community, it's got me down bad. I'm super empathetic and I'm a kind person, so getting hate just because of the big white voices and black voices out there is making me rethink everything, even my son's future. I love South Africa to death, but I can't stand this hate. If Trump's refuge offer extends beyond farmers, I might have to consider it, even if it breaks my heart. So let's unpack this cock with some facts, a bit of side-eye, and a whole lot of, are you serious? Grab a seat, this one's gonna sting. First up, Julius Malema and his economic freedom fighters, or as I call them, the Expropriation Fanatics Federation. Malema's got a hefty following on X, 1.9 million as of March 2025, and he's been loud about land expropriation without compensation for years. Since founding the EFF in 2013 after getting the boot from ANC's Youth League, he's been banging this drum. Seize land from white farmers. No pay, no apologies. Just last month on February 3rd, 2025, he posted on X, "We will expropriate land without compensation and no imperialist threat will stop us."
We want to make it categorically clear to the President of the USA that we are going to expropriate land without compensation and pursue legislative measures to do so, and no threat will stop us. We are just outside, we're at the doorstep. Once they remove the DA and they want a partner, we are in.
And on March 7, 2025, he doubled down. If they object, they can seek refuge in America. Here's the clip. Look at this guy's face. Pure defiance.
Next, AGOA will be terminated, escalating tensions between USA and South Africa. Our government must dismiss opportunistic African and racist groups exploiting US imperialism to fund their racist fantasies of an independent state. That will never happen. We will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refuge in America.
His argument, apartheid and colonialism stole land from black South Africans. And white farmers still owning about 72% of farmland per a 2017 land audit need to hand it over. No pay, no say. Politically, this is Malema's bread and butter. It rallies his base, mostly young, disenfranchised black South Africans fed up with inequality. The EFF's manifesto pushes for the state to own all land, redistributed and scrap private title deeds. In a 2023 expo, someone quoted him saying, "All title deeds must be meaningless. State must be a custodian of all land." Sounds like a plan until you realize it means nobody, black or white, owns anything. Economically, it's a gamble. Zimbabwe tried this in the 2000s. Land grabs tanked their agriculture, and inflation hit 500 billion% by 2008. South Africa's already on shaky ground. Agri-SA says farm murders are down to 47 in 2024. Uncertainty around expropriation scares off investors. Malema doesn't care. He's playing the long game for votes, not harvests. Socially, it's a Molotov cocktail. Malema's rhetoric, like singing Shoot the Boer back in the day, pits races against each other. At a 2019 Soweto rally, he said, "White people will no longer eat alone. If they refuse, we destroy the dinner table." Here's that gem. It's not just talk, it's a divide and conquer agenda. He paints all white South Africans as land thieves, ignoring the complexity of history, like black farmers who've bought land legally since 1994, or mixed race families just caught in the middle. It's us versus them, and it's tearing at scars that haven't healed since apartheid. Meanwhile, people like me that choose to speak up get told, if you don't like it, go to America. Bro, my family's been here for generations. Where am I going? This isn't just about land, it's about belonging, and Malema's making it a fight over who gets to call South Africa home. On the other side, you've got AfriForum, the Afrikaner lobby group, pushing back hard. They've got a smaller X following, around 245k as of March 2025, but they're vocal and they have been lobbying against expropriation and saying it threatens property rights and food security. They've taken Malema to court over his rhetoric, like in 2019 when they got a cost order against him for encouraging land grabs. Now it's followers versus followers. Malema's 1.9 million versus AfriForum's 245k. A digital cage match over South Africa's future. But people like me, we're caught in the middle. I don't have skin in this game, it's just my son's future at stake. I'm not cheering for either side, I just want a country where he can grow up without this hate tearing us apart. Now let's flip to Trump's take, because he's got opinions too. In February 2025, Trump signed an executive order freezing $440 million in US aid to South Africa over the Expropriation Act, signed by Ramaphosa in 2024, which allows the state to seize land without compensation in specific cases like if it's abandoned or in public interest. Trump called it discrimination against ethnic minority Afrikaners and offered refugee status to white South African farmers escaping race-based discrimination. So who qualifies? Mostly Afrikaners, descendants of Dutch settlers via the US Refugee Admissions Program. The White House says they'll prioritize humanitarian relief for those victims of unjust racial discrimination. How? No clear process yet, just a vague plan for resettlement. Oranje, an Afrikaner enclave, said, nah, they're staying put. Most South Africans I know, black, white, whatever, thinks this is a stunt. Ramaphosa called it misinformation on X, February 3rd, 2025. So here's my take. Malema's pushing a divisive pipe dream that risks economic collapse while fueling racial tension. Trump is playing the white savior for headlines, but his refugee plan doesn't solve squat. It just adds fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, I'm still here in my country telling both of them to get stuffed. Unless this hate keeps growing, then who knows? So what do you think? Land grab genius or a recipe for chaos? If you are an Afrikaner, let me know. If you are feeling the vibes too in your local Pick n Pay and your local Spar, I can definitely see that this propaganda, fear-mongering machine from both sides are just taking over my beautiful, loving country that, I went to the shop and it was always love, respect, and in a matter of a month since I've been doing YouTube and this rhetoric has just blown up, I have seen major changes in people's demeanors and just overall friendliness in general. And it's like everybody has got something against each other, but nobody knows what it is. I would also love to hear from the black community. What is your take? How do you guys feel about all of this? Is it just this rhetoric from Julius's followers? Do you also feel that we as white Afrikaners need to go back to our country? But I mean, this is my country. Where will I go? I will probably go back to the hospital that I was born in. Anyway, let me know, guys. What's going on? What do you think? Am I losing it? Is everybody losing it? Or is this just cock? Please, anybody of any race, culture, background, let me know, any country, what you guys think about this, what we can do as a country. And I also want to definitely talk about the lack of representation when it comes to all the other races. What about the coloureds? What about the Indians? What about our other races? Why is it just white and black? I'm not too sure why there's not outrage from those communities. And I do think that you guys need to speak up and give your takes. So tell us what you think. Please remember to murder that subscribe button, like this video and hit that notification bell to never miss an Angry Bird Lady episode. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I'll catch you next time.